Hello everyone. In my last video of SQL interview question playlist, we have seen the SQL query to find the missing sequential numbers, but that query will work for some specific data set. So that is the part 1 query. Today we'll see the part 2 query, that is the modified query that should work for all kind of data set. So this is the query that we have explained in that video. Now, if you didn't watch that video, please go watch first. You can find the link of the video in the description box. Now, let's understand for which scenario this query will not work. So this is our invoice table. And here you can see between 101 and 105, there are three invoices which are missing: 102, 103, and 104. And this query will not work for this kind of scenarios where there are multiple consecutive invoices are missing. So if we run this query to find the missing invoices, so let's run this query. You can see only 102 we are getting. That means 103, 104 are missing. Still we are not getting using this query. Now to get all those missing invoices, we'll add few conditions in our query, and that conditions are related to hierarchical queries. And if you don't know about hierarchical queries, then you can refer my previous video that you will find in the description box. So first we'll run this inner query. In this dataset, first we have to find the count of missing invoices for each row. For example, if we take the second row, here the current invoice is 101 and next invoice is 105. That means here three invoices are missing. So the count will be 3. And the formula to find this count will be next invoice minus current invoice minus 1. So in this case it will be 105 minus 101 minus 1, that will be 3. So this count will be the level of our hierarchy. Actually it will be the maximum level of our hierarchy. So for that we'll use the connect by clause. So connect by level next invoice minus current invoice minus 1. Now why we are using label less than equal to this formula? Because the label will start from 1 and it will be like 1, 2, and the maximum value of label will be the count of the missing invoice for each row. Now to establish the parent-child relationship, we'll use prior current invoice equal to current invoice. So here the parent and child will be same. Now let's understand how the things will be processed in the background. Before that, we'll modify the outer query as current invoice plus label to get all the missing invoice of a hierarchy. Now let's understand with the second row. So where current invoice is 101. So the condition will be prior 101 equal to 101, and for the first hierarchy the label is 1. So we'll get the first missing invoice, which is 101 plus 1 equal to 102. For the second hierarchy, the label will be 2 and we'll get the second missing invoice, which is 101 plus 2 equal to 103. And for the third hierarchy, the label will be 3 and we'll get the third missing invoice, which is 101 plus 1 equal to 104. And this is the maximum value of the label for this row, because the missing invoice count here is 3. So this is how we can find the missing invoices for all the rows. Now let's run this query. So here we are getting one issue: connect by loop in user data. Because we are using the same column for parent-child relationship, so that is why it is forming the loop in the hierarchy. So if we have to solve this issue, then we have to use one more condition, and that condition will be prior sys underscore GUID is not null. So we want to fetch the correct hierarchy by avoiding the loop. So that is why we are using this condition. So now let's run this query. So now we are getting all the missing invoices, and you can see between 101 and 105 we can, there are the missing invoices are 102, 103 and 104 that we are getting.